Welcome back to Dream Wrench. I hope everyone is doing well. Sorry for the delay in the uploads, it's been a crazy month. Before we get started, I want to give two shoutouts. First, we have Manny from This Old Jalopy. This guy put a Volkswagen Squareback body on a Mazda Miata chassis. It's so sick. You can check it out on his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm happy to be sending Manny some body parts for his car. Second is Zack from Shooting Cars. I'll leave a link in the description. He very generously reviewed my build for his car review series on his channel. Check it out. He has a ton of RX-7 content. I personally love the RX-7. My brother had one when we were in high school, and it was such a fun car. I have so many good memories of that car. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to it. Today on the Squareback build, headlight buckets getting welded back in. I actually missed one tiny spot when I primered this. Let's cover this up. Alright, the paint's dry. Let's get it welded in. Before we weld, I want to straighten out this bent tab and then remove the paint where we're going to weld. Where are my little jack stands? Where are my little jack stands? It sounds like a... I'm using this cheap hardware store primer as a weld-through primer, and it's just going to give me a little extra protection for the headlight bucket. If you're wondering why I removed the paint that was already on there just to put some more primer on it, it's that the epoxy primer that was on the car doesn't weld through. It's like super strong and super thick. This really cheap hardware store primer is basically a weld-through primer, or at least I'm using it as a weld-through primer. Real quick, if you want to see more content like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment. It really helps me out, and I do appreciate it. Back to the show. Alright, the paint's dry. Let's get the bucket in and start welding. Alright, it's all welded up. I'm happy with it. The welds on this one look a lot better than the patch welds because I wasn't afraid to put a lot of heat into these because it's like 2 layers of metal. It's pretty strong. Next, we just need to grind it down and get it covered in primer. Hey, just a friendly reminder to be safe. Sometimes I don't use the guard on my angle grinder. I put it back on today, and I got this stupid face shield just for a little extra safety. The welds look good. Grinding with the face shield and the grinder guard made doing this a lot nicer. I gotta be honest about that. Anyways, everything looks good. It was a lot easier to install than it was to remove. I don't know if I recommend removing this for everyone. It's kind of like an overkill move, but if you're gonna get your fender media blasted, you may as well remove the headlight bucket. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm one step closer to getting this car in paint. So, the list of metalwork items has gotten a lot smaller. A big question for me is I need to figure out how to get the roof clip from ISP West up to my house in Northern California. Because if you didn't already know, I'm going to be chopping off the entire roof and replacing it with a new solid metal roof. In addition to all of the Squareback Build content, I'm also starting work on my Subaru Wrx. I'm really excited. I've been planning this for a year. I've owned the car for a year this month, so I'm doing basically an entire stage 2 build out and a bunch of other things around the car. I have a Pro Tune planned. It's gonna be awesome. Even if you're not into Subarus, I encourage you to check out the videos anyways, because you might find that you also like those videos. Alright, so I hope everyone's doing well. Please stay safe. Please wrench on your cars. I know a lot of you are working on squarebacks at home. I did read all your comments on social media about your projects, and I hope we can encourage each other in this difficult time and at least find some silver linings. Anyways, thanks for watching. I believe in you. Get to wrenching. Peace.